Join discord.gg/flat earth and enter a VC check-in room, and someone will come along to VC verify you to get involved with the conversation about our Earth.
Roohif Part 10.
My argument. That wasn't my argument.
Okay.
Yeah, that was yours.
What? Sorry, you're saying that I made an argument, therefore not Globe?
No, my argument was that if a plane is maintaining any type of level flight over a globe, and level is relative to horizontal, and the globe claims that the local horizontal is ever changing as the vector of down changes over its arced path, then the plane of a necessity, if it's maintaining a pitch from horizontal, must change its overall attitude constantly. That was my argument. That's a necessary argument. It cannot be otherwise.
Right. Relative to an external observer, yes.
No, not relative to an external observer.
Well,
relative to its initial position.
It maintains
Dude,
a constant
why do you have relative to an observer stuck in your butthole and coming out your mouth? Why can't you loose yourself from that language?
It's the language of physics. That's how it works.
No, dude, it's not. That may be how certain people express it in certain ways when they're talking in certain physics problems and solutions. I'm talking about an object in three-dimensional free space with no references other than itself. You understand? If I go head over heels, I'm going head over heels relative to myself. I don't need any other relations.
Over heels relative to the down direction? It has to be relative to something. If you're describing
no, it doesn't, dude. Dude, you do not understand. You just defeated the point. Here's this, dude. Relative to me. Think about it. My stomach is where it is, and my head is where it is, and my feet are where it is. If I displace my head with my feet, and my feet are now where my head used to be, I've changed my orientation in free space. I don't need a relative to anything other than myself and my initial position.
How do you determine the difference then between, say, your room rotating around you?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Am I my? Think about it this way, friend. Think about it this way. Am I my room?
You're in your room.
Keep in mind, I posited you in my mental exercise that I'm the only object that exists in free space. Me and me only. So, for example, I'm the only object that exists, and I have a hand. My hand is touching my face. If I then take my hand and reach down and touch my foot, it's now touching my foot. It's no longer at my face. It has moved.
Right.
Relative to my face.
Yes. Do you not understand
now,
that then you could describe that situation?
Same thing applies. Same thing applies. Same thing applies. No, because I know that I use those muscles. But that's irrelevant. The point is, now imagine, right, that I'm the only object that exists, and rather than moving my hand, I just do a jerky motion, right, with my body and cause myself to start spinning. Right? If I had a gyroscope, right, in the center of my body, which was spun up with its inertia when I wasn't spinning, and then I started spinning, okay, the only information that I need is the reference from my previous position.
Right, but even
that's all I need.
Have you heard of Mark's principle?
The what?
Mark's principle, M-A-C-H, Mark.
Not necessarily. Let us know what it is.
It's kind of the idea. Fucking difficult to explain. Very difficult to explain. I've got to go. Fuck. I better go like 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, if it's going to say that when I start spinning, I'm not spinning, then I'm going to say Mark's a retard, so.
Well, sure. I personally disagree. I understand the philosophical reasoning behind Mark's principle. I obviously think it's wrong. I think there are kind of, I won't say absolute reference frames. I would say, I'd say the universe, the universe is a reference frame. Yeah. Anyway, I got to go. I'll stick Mark's principle in the chat first, and then I'll go get shopping.
All right. Don't accidentally have your body move around your legs while you're getting there.
Well, that's that's yeah, kind of Mark's principle. Anyway, in the chat. Cool. Question two.
What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.